Hey guys, how are you all? Something today just happened. I was walking my kids to school, and while coming back, I was just walking by myself, and there was a dog coming in for me. So the leash was off, so I think the owner mistakenly let him free, and the dog was coming over me like straight, like with full speed. It was a bulldog, a small one, and I was dead scared. I'm really scared of dogs. A lot means a lot, and I also know that I made a mistake like in past when I was a kid, that I used to run like anybody else, because I was so scared. And the thing is that when I used to run, of course, this dog will come after me, of course. And when I was young, nobody told me what to do in those situations, and I was probably too small to understand that how to deal with the fears, and especially with the dog fear, like the physical one, not the mental fear. So that's what I realized today. I stood still because I knew if I run, or if I even panic, if I show the symptoms that I'm scared, the dog will sense that and will definitely come after me. And I know the dogs and some other animals have like that kind of different sense that probably humans have very less or don't have at all. But I tried my best to pretend I'm not scared, and I'm happy that this dog is, running with full speed towards me. And I stood still. I looked at the dog, and I was smiling. I was smiling like I was pampering him like a baby, small baby. I was like, that's what I came to my mind that time. So the dog didn't come to me. He came like very close. He came like probably a handful of clothes like this, and he didn't touch me. He just went to the bushes, started for searching some food, and I was like, okay, he probably wasn't coming for me, and maybe I was just scared like that. So I waited and waited, and so I saw the owners coming, and I started walking in some other direction altogether, still dead scared that he shouldn't come after me. And again I hear the owner shouting again, and I was like, okay, the dog was coming again with full speed towards me. And I stood again tried to smile, again tried to pretend that I'm not scared. I was dead scared that time. So I was pretending, and I was again smiling, saying and calling the dog as a baby. And the dog again came very near to me, and this time I was sure he's gonna touch me. And he didn't. He again went to some other bushes. He was close to me, but he didn't touch me. He didn't scare me anything, and he was super gentle that time. And I was like, okay, he is coming after me when I'm going away from him. So I smilingly told the owner, I was just trying to calm myself by striking some conversation with the owner. Oh, your dog likes me a lot. He's coming after me again and again. I was like, okay, please take him away. So he was saying something in French. I'm not that very good in French yet, but he was saying something from distance that I didn't know. But he was saying something with smile, of course, and I was also smiling, trying to smile. I mean, it was a fake scared smile, but it was a smile. I don't think the owner or the dog understood that I'm actually scared. So, but okay. So long story short, what I'm trying to tell you out of the story is, when I came back home, washing my hands, and I was like thinking, isn't it the case with all the kinds of fears in life we have, that when the fears come to us, we withdraw, or we let the fear came all over us. Why we let it? Because we run away from the fear. We probably leave the things that are fearful. We don't interact with those situations, with those people that we are scared of. And that way, that fear, that dog actually comes and touches you. What if next time you face some fear, you feel some fear in your mind, and you stand still, like the way physically I did today? Stand still, be confident, at least try to portray the confidence. I know the mind is dead scared, but you tell the mind this is the best that you should do right now, and just stay calm, stand still, and just welcome it. Let it come. Okay, come over me. You want to come over me? Come it. take it on, bring it on. If you stand still and you let the fear come over you, it will not touch you. It will never ever touch you, because you're not scared anymore. The whole purpose of this whole scare the fear scenario is to make you frightened, make you nervous, make you withdraw from the situations and do some action just because the fear is scaring you. And if you're not scared, and if you're pretending not to be scared, stand still, face it. If you're facing it like head on, that fear can come near you, but it can never touch you. It will never touch you. So the whole point is that when you run from the situations, people, circumstances, they will definitely come after you. They will keep coming after you whole life. And one day, if you're ready to face them rather than avoiding them, if you face them upfront and tell, okay, I'm ready for you, come, bring it on, and they will leave you alone. Trust me. And that will happen with the people. That will happen with the with dogs, and that should happen with fears, your mental fears as well. So I'm not saying that stand in front of the tigers or lions or scary dogs deliberately, but in case if you run into that situation, the solution is not to run. The solution is to face it with love. The whole point is face it with love, not with hatred, not with fear, not with any kind of negativity. Face it with love, because I was smiling and I was standing still. So there are two factors. And I was talking to dog literally with my smile like a friend, as he was my own dog. So I was talking to him. I was trying to convince that I'm not scared of you. I'm welcoming you. I love you. And then that creature didn't want to harm me at all. And it happened twice, in the span of 2-3 minutes. It happened twice, and when it happened the second time, I was convinced that I'm doing correct. And as I said, when I came back home, I realized this should be the strategy. At least this is what my observation tell me about my life. You're the best judge of your own life, of course. Do research on your own circumstances and how you react and what you get in response, and then that's how you learn. So that is my learning and my opinion, that if I face my fear, that fear left me alone, and I faced it with love. So that's the very important point. I didn't face it with hatred. I faced it with love. So I know I'm repeating myself a couple of times on this point, but that's really, really important. And because I've come across these situations, as I said, like I'm really scared of dogs, and many situations comes when a dog just passes by me, on a leash usually. But when it's off leash, I'm really, oh my God, what did I do to come to face this? So yeah, so it's really important for me to how to deal with situations. Some people might laugh at it. It's just a dog and you're such a big woman. How can you? I know, but those guys, those people that are really scared of dogs, they would understand what I'm talking about. So yeah, so we all are scared of something or the other, but we gonna face it. We will be free of that fear. And it's not that if we face it once, it will go. No, we have to probably face it many a times, maybe a whole life. Different types of fears come along. We have to face it with courage and love and positivity. Stay safe.